What's going on with Jaylen Brown and this party and his issue with the police in Beverly Hills? What's going on out there?
Well, Ben, he had on Saturday, it was All-Star Saturday. Everything out here is early, uh, primarily because of the Olympics. With NBC, now they're delving back into the NBA sphere. They are producing everything early. So it was a 2 o'clock local beginning for the All-Star, usually All-Star Saturday night, but basically it's All-Star Saturday afternoon. So Jaylen has this at a Beverly Hills mansion that's worth about $70 million. He decides to have a watch party at the mansion outside for the All-Star Saturday festivities, then kind of a mixer slash like networking event from 6 to 7. Then from 7 to 8 decides to have a panel about the future, like, planning, career things, kind of just helping young people and kind of empowering people. So the event went on unscathed until the panel began, and the executive director of the Players Association, Andre Iguodala, was about to speak. Then the police show up. Apparently, it was 7 cars that showed up, and the police basically walk on the stage and start doing everything, unplugging everything, and go, "You guys got to go." And it was about 200 people there, and they said, you guys got to get the hell out of Beverly Hills, basically. Call your Ubers, go back to your cars. This event is over. So what Jaylen did was record his interaction with one of the officers, who appeared pretty clueless in terms of like why they're doing this. He just said, "Hey man, I'm doing my job." And he didn't really get a good explanation as to why they canceled. Besides, you guys did not apply for a permit for this event, or you guys did, I'm sorry, and it was denied, and you still held the event anyway. And he's like, "Well, no, we know the owners of the house. Jaylen Brown is a sponsor for Oakley sunglasses, and the creator of Oakley sunglasses is the owner of the house. So there's a connection there." So
Gary,
Jaylen,
if you don't mind, sorry. So it sounds like the police were saying you didn't have a permit, and Jaylen Brown was saying, "What are you talking about? That was never an issue."
we didn't need a permit because we knew the owners of the house, and they let us use this house.
So shouldn't this be easy
$68 million mansion? Like they didn't do this at like a local park, right? Or they didn't do like, these are mansions. This is Beverly Hills, so there's a lot of property here. So it sounded like the neighbors saw all these people come in, parking, Ubering, getting out of their cars, and were like, "Yeah, we don't like this. This is our quiet neighborhood. Get these folks out of here." And that's kind of all how it. And then the police responded and said, "You guys got to get the hell out of here." And so Jaylen took to social media to record his conversation with the officer, and really felt like he didn't get a satisfactory explanation. Then obviously after the game yesterday talked about it and said that, I went and got a statement from the city of Beverly Hills that said, "Hey, they applied for this permit. It was rejected because there's been other events maybe at this house that have been either frowned upon, too rowdy, whatever." But Jaylen's like, "What does that have to do with me? And what does that have to do with my event?" So it's a lot of confusion going on here, but Jaylen definitely thinks he was, for whatever reason, discriminated against.
Okay, yeah, a messy situation for sure. I want to stay on the Jaylen Brown subject here. He had an interesting tweet last week where he showed a comparison between last year's Celtics team and this year's Celtics team, and he's talking about how great this year's team is doing, and let's keep it going. Isn't it kind of a big deal that he's basically telling Jason Tatum, "Don't come back"? Kind of, we have this here.
I don't know if he's doing that. I definitely think he listened to all of the naysayers who said there's no way he can lead a team to the top or near the top of the Eastern Conference. He's not a number one option. He's going to turn the ball over. He's going to miss shots. He's going to, fumble this bag. And the Celtics are going to be maybe a competition for a play-in spot. And there's no way they can compete for the top of the East. And I think he's looking at that and going, "Oh, is that right?" So he compares the stats from obviously 2025 when they were very successful. But it's not also Tatum. It's also the absence of Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, Luke Cornett. So I think this narrative of like he's always pointing at Tatum as the guy, and I want your spot, and you're not all that, and we did this together. I think that's really overblown. Like I've covered these guys now, Jaylen for 10 years, Jason for 9. They are close. Now, are they best friends? They're different guys, and I think Ben, as you know, dealing with some of the Patriots, I think we tend to typecast a lot of these young guys as being all the same. They all listen to Drake and Kendrick Lamar. They all have Instagram accounts. They all do the same things, and they're not. Like Jason and Jaylen are just different kind of guys. So they're not as like besties, but they're definitely close, and they definitely have a healthy respect for each other. So I don't think it was intentional for taking a shot at Jason. I think he was taking a shot at his critics who told him there's no way you can lead a team to as much success as it had before, whoever is not around. Jason, Al, Luke, whoever.
All right, Gary Washburn, thank you so much for the insight from LA.